What a big show. I was getting neurotic before shows. Like I always had to dress. I had to wear a Canadian tuxedo. Before the show, that's not funny, but all right. I love my Canadian tuxedo. Before the show, I spent so long on my middle part. And it's probably hard to tell from where you're at because I'm wearing pants. My pubes are prim, proper, and bountiful. It grounds me. I like to imagine my penis as Samson. If I were to cut his hair, he loses his power. That power is virginity. I'm never trimming my pubes before I go to Holland, Michigan again. I'm single, if that's a shocker. But don't call me. What are we doing? But I love Valentine's Day. It seems unnatural that being single, I like Valentine's Day. But I love Valentine's Day because every Valentine's Day, my mom and grandma text me and tell me how much they love me. Okay, that's not funny. But this year I was going to a show for Valentine's Day, and I got a text from my grandma, and she said, "Happy Valentine's Day, I love you, Jay." Except she misspelled my name. 3 letters. She misspelled it to my sister's name. But she also misspelled that. Which, I mean, the first part, that leads me to, that's a shitty way for me to find out that I'm not in the will. But the fact that she can't spell my fucking sister's name, very funny way to find out my sister's not going to be in the will by technicality. Oh, our little secret, Grandma. That's all right. The trust fund she's leaving us is a paper trail that, if followed carefully, leads to 15 years of tax fraud. I'll leave that for my mom. But I recently, well, I guess not recently, this was election season, I went out to travel to see my grandma and my grandpa. Mainly because my grandpa was not in good enough health to vote, so I wanted to help him. Which is just a nice way to say he's dead. And I voted for him. Is that a fucking crime? Help your grandpa out? He died 2023, and genuinely one of the last things I remember him saying was he was watching the news, and he was like, fucking, dude, this Hunter Biden guy, he was racist. He was like, Hunter Biden really seems like a black guy. And I was like, that doesn't check out, because black don't crack and Hunter Biden does crack. So if you can guess, he was a red-blooded conservative from Kansas. So I knew exactly what I needed to do when I voted for him, and I went to the booth. I just looked straight for the presidential section, and I wrote in, anyone but Obama. I made it very clear on this plane of existence, he did not like Obama at all. But on that Valentine's Day, my mom sent me a shirt, which I'm not wearing because it fits like shit. But I don't want to tell it because I love my mom, and it was such a nice gift. But it's unfortunate because it doesn't fit well because I'm barrel-chested like my dad, but I have birthing hips like my dad. My dad is built like shit. He's built like he was meant to be thrown at Donkey Kong in the 80s. We both are. But don't get me wrong, I fucking love my dad. I know too much about him. He had me when he was 24, so everyone always thinks we're brothers. We're very close. So I know a lot about him. Like a fun fact about my dad, loves Red Dawn.
Yeah.
Anyone here seen that movie?
Absolutely.
Figured this was the crowd because I think God gave the writers of that movie divine intervention and said, craft this perfectly for white Midwesterners. Yes. It's the only people who've fucking seen that movie. But I've seen the old one, and I didn't know there was a reboot. You guys know there was a reboot?
No. Yeah.
It's dog shit. It's got PETA from Hunger Games. That's probably a little too new age for this crowd. But it's also got Thor. Also new age for this crowd. But Thor is playing the only U.S. Marine to ever have a fucking Australian accent. It's goddamn horse shit and distracts from the lack of plot. Now I don't make movies. I've never done that. My number one passion though is fucking with my dad. So I would like to make a new Red Dawn movie, specifically to fuck with my dad. Hear me out. Premise of all those movies: America's enemy at the time invades some mountain town, takes the mayor, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Current enemy of the United States, China. invade some mountain town. But this mountain town is one of those towns that has a dog as the mayor. And the Chinese take the dog. Oh, we feel some tension here, don't we? Yeah, they don't eat the dog.
They're not Korean.
In this movie. But my dad is going to sit there until they do eat the dog. So what do I do upon the time that the Chinese capture the dog? I queue up 5 hours of gay porn. With his 2 favorite actors ever. All he hears for 5 hours is something like, "Oh, wow. John Goodman, you got a lot more tread on your asshole than I thought." Yes. But my